Philippine President Benigno Aquino visited the scene of the hostage standoff in Manila on Tuesday, in which 8 tourists from Hong Kong were killed. The Hong Kong government has issued a warning against travel to the Philippines for all of its citizens. It has cancelled planned tour groups to the islands and asked Hong Kong tourists already there to leave. They've heavily criticised the way the Philippine police handled the standoff, which has forced Aquino to admit that officers need more training and equipment. Despite this, Aquino was in a good mood and defended the way his officers initially dealt with the crisis.
Don't forget, from the get-go, practically, he was releasing people. So we were hoping as it wore, as the stress wore him down, then he'd be more and more amenable to finding an amicable or peaceful solution to the problem. Unfortunately, that changed.
Relatives of the hostages arrived in Manila from Hong Kong in the early hours of Tuesday morning. It was here they met their loved ones at the Manila Doctors Hospital, where officials from Hong Kong came to speak with survivors. One of the survivors, Miss Leung, whose husband was killed on the bus, said the hostage taker did not want to kill us, but since the negotiations failed, he shot to kill people. A 15-year-old survivor of Monday's bus hijacking also spoke of her ordeal from her hospital bed in Manila. There were a lot of gunshots. The police, they released the tear gas. A lot of people inside the bus could not breathe. Chinese Foreign Ministry official Gao Yu-chen, who also met relatives and survivors at the hospital, said the government in Beijing was very shocked by this incident and deeply saddened that some Hong Kong compatriots had died. Later on Tuesday morning, relatives of the victims, along with the bodies of the hostages, were brought to the police criminal laboratory. The crisis began when the dismissed policeman, Rolando Mendoza, armed himself with an M16 rifle and seized the bus to demand his reinstatement to the force. According to newspaper reports from 2008, he was among 5 officers who had been charged with robbery, extortion and grave threats, following a Manila hotel chef's complaint that he had been falsely accused of using drugs. Mendoza released 9 hostages during the afternoon, leaving 15 inside. Police said they stormed the bus after they saw Mendoza open fire on the remaining hostages.